Good morning, traders. And this is your DAX daily review. So I've put in a level here which is pretty much on the 200 EMA on the daily, and I would expect that's kind of what we're pushing for. So I would expect us to hit here, either consolidate, little bit of a pullback, and then a continuation of this move. So in other words, this big head and shoulders may actually be failing. Okay, and technically it doesn't fail until price gets back above the shoulder, which is 13,200, which is still far away. Okay, but I think if you look at the weekly, we've broken through the 200, we've come back to the 200, and then we've bounced off it with an inside bar. So from a price action perspective, on the weekly, this is a bullish signal here, and you would expect a continuation. Okay, so we're also just got a twist in the alligator as well. So it is possible that this is a reversal, but it is also possible that we're just building a flag. Okay, and there's my flag there, and that's my retest of the flag break. Okay, that's the one way of looking at it, or the other way to look at it is we are in a channel. Okay, but anyway, let's just get down to some levels we can trade. If you look at the daily, okay, we did get a sort of diversions here with a bit of a double top. That target hasn't actually been, this measured move hasn't been done yet. Let's just get that. So that measured move is all the way back down at this gap close here. I think what I also want to do, that's pretty close to that measured move as well. So basically what I've done is this double top here. So you can see there's a high, and let's put a level in there. There's the neckline. So we have broken through the neckline. We're back up above it. So technically this measured move here would be the height of from here to here down, which is here. And then the other measured move we've got a strong move down, strong move up. You'd expect a second move down. It would come down to this level. Bear in mind that we've also created a new low. But anyway, that's the structure we're looking at on the daily basis at the moment. But I think at the moment, probably just volatility that we need to play. And I just want to have a look at the futures market at the moment. DAX futures at the moment is up 0.76%. So 11,653. 11,653. Okay, that's good enough. A little bit more. Okay, so that's 11,650. It's pretty much up there, and that's kind of where we are at the moment. Okay, so I would expect this. We're above the 200 moving average, daily moving average at the moment. So I would expect us probably to pull back to this level today and then accelerate off it, or we're going to sit on the 200 for a few days and then accelerate off it. So drilling down. This is our 4-hour, really a messy week last week. It would be nice just to get a decent week of either buyers or sellers coming in instead of this mess. But yeah, so I think what you're going to find is this gap up here more than likely close. So we've got some inside tails there. So that is a target level there. So what I'm looking for is when the market opens, wait for a pullback, wait for the structure to form, and then I'm looking for longs again. Okay. And hopefully it's not as messy as what it has been. But I think we have a fairly strong alligator at the moment pointing up. It's not all twisted and crooked like it was over the last week. So there's a good possibility that this extends for at least first couple of days. Okay, so anyway, that's what we're looking for. We're looking for longs, and I'm looking for longs either at gap close here or to come back onto structure, and I'm not going to find structure, but this level here of 11,580, which is the 200 daily EMA, would probably be the best structure that you can actually pick up. So either gap close or this moving average. That's probably what we're looking for. Something in this area, and then I'm looking to be long again. Okay, so looking at the half hour as well, you can see messy, but the trend is still up, especially over Friday. We came back onto the alligator a couple of times before moving away, so I would expect this to continue for a couple more days, at least, unless some news comes out that's going to drive it in the opposite direction. But at the moment, the Asian markets are up, and this is all because of the trade war noise. So everything's looking rosy with trade wars at the moment. But anyway, we know anything can happen. Okay, so still looking for longs. This is pretty much most of the time frames the trend is up, so you're looking for an entry long. And I'd like to see a pullback to 11,580 or even back onto this area here where we closed, which is 11,553. Okay, so that would be an ideal entry long for me. Failing that, we're going to just watch what happens in that first hour of trading, and we'll trade that first hour. Let me give you an example. Well, I can't really give you an example here because we didn't. Okay, well, there's the first hour, and you can see we broke below it and we moved to the downside. There's our first hour, we broke above it, and then we just hovered. This one here was down first, but then we reversed off it. So a little bit difficult. What we're looking for is something like this first hour here where we break below it and move violently in a direction. Here's another one, first hour on the alligator, and then a violent move up. That's sort of what we're looking for. Okay. Anyway, so looking for longs, just not going to go long right off the get-go because it's going to be dangerous. So wait for some kind of a pullback, some kind of a structure, whether we gap up and then form a range and then gradually start moving up to break the range, then take the range break with the stop below the range, or alternatively if it gaps up and then form the double top, pull back, wait for it to hit structure, either the 200 daily EMA or this gap close. So somewhere in between 11,580 and 11,550. Somewhere in between there, you're looking for a long. Okay, so that's my view today. Still looking for longs and just looking for a better entry. Not going to get in right at the open, so we'll just wait for some kind of a pullback or some kind of a structure which will give us an excuse to get in long. Okay, anyway guys, that's it for me today. Hope it helps, and I'll catch you later. Cheers for now.